I would like to highlight what you said nga, finding the right people to trust. Yes, you can be friends with other people, but it's important to know the right people nga imuhang sandigan when you're not okay, to celebrate your victories, and to be your safe space. Like, to share your safe space with them, and them sharing their safe space with you. Hello everyone, I am Charity.
And I am Biboo.
Your safe space. So welcome to another episode of our Share the Safe Space Kamusta Couch podcast. And with us today is our Mr. Sociology 2022, Mr. Tourism 2022, and also a well-renowned basketball player and dubbed as a Sports for All Basketball League MVP, Biboo Waper. Biboo, can you introduce more of yourself to us, like your course, your age, and any fun fact about you?
Okay. So, hello everyone. My name is Freddy Waper. And, you can call me Biboo, of course. I am 19 years old and I am currently studying in Central Mindanao University, Bachelor of Arts in Sociology. And one fact about me is that I am 6'1". Yes.
Oh my God. Yeah, fun fact about me is that I am 4'11". So if you can see me and Biboo when we stand up, yan yung height difference. And another fun fact is that we actually share the same course sa college. So we are both BA Sociology students. But only for me, incoming 4th year na ko, and he is an incoming second year student. So we spend a lot of time together, like hanging out together, etc., with a couple of our common friends, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, in the middle, like, pa-ending na ta sa ato ang mid-year nga vacation nato from last year. From 1 to 10 karon, kamusta ka, with 1 being the lowest and 10 being the highest?
As of now, I am currently a 7 because we just got back from our trip to Oroqueta, and we just got home around, I think, 1 a.m. today, and I'm very tired, but of course I'm still active today, but yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, so ang 3 points ato from the 7, okay, kaning very tired. Wala pa ugi ka adto Oroqueta, unsa na kalayo?
I think 12 hours from here.
12 hours.
Pero it's really okay kay naka-barge man me, so like nakuha og 3 hours. So I think mga 9 hours ba to?
9 hours.
Mm-hmm.
Pero that's still like a very long na trip. But I hope you enjoyed, and I hope nga comfortable ra ka dira where you're sitting.
Yeah, no worries. I'm very comfortable here.
Yay! Sige. So from your trip, no, like, what was the highlight of it? Like, the whole week so far?
The highlight of my trip from Oroqueta to here is we went to Tinago Falls. It was quite tiring from going up because I don't know how many steps were. Basta kapoy lang gikayo.
Kagats ko kay kaning wapo kaadtog Oroqueta pero nakaadtog og Tinago Falls, and then I know unsa katagas ang steps, unsa gid siya kadaghan na murag maghingal-hingal ka pagsaka nimo mo pa same experience ba sa imo ha nga mo pagyapon imong experience same as mine.
Kung pag-abot gina mo sa taas gid from the falls gid kay when nagsakita gid akong likod, naglikoran na ko for like 10 minutes kay nahulata ang pugos akong family pod. So ato na luya akong legs, nasakit ang likod nya, naglabad pa akong ulo gamay kay may mga lingasa po kay akong mga siblings pod lagi kay binugoy pod lagi ba. Yeah.
Pero how was the trip, like kanang over 10? How has it helped you man?
For me it's like a 9 because the scenery, the serenity of the falls. Grabe ka euphoric gid na feeling.
Lagi.
So, yeah.
There's something about nature ba nga kanang when you are closer to it kay mas drawn ka sa yourself like to your core.
Oo.
Ba?
Mura bitog you are part of the nature na bitog.
Oo. Yeah.
So it's very calming, very quiet, very peaceful.
Yeah, I get the same feeling po whenever I go to like on nature walks, bahalag sa CMU lang because, you know, ang atong university kay very big on trees and kanang mga sceneries nga di pod kanimo makita sa uban pod na universities. So I have like for the past 3 years that I have been at Halad bo, I've encountered this brain health coach who said and who believes that like exercising, going on nature walks, etc. really is good for our mental health because what he said ana siya nga as long as your physical health is good, then you can also influence your mental health. And with that, para sa imo personally bo, like what is mental health for you?
For me, mental health is how a person acts, feel, or behave. So it also affects the behavior of our behaviors and how we feel.
Yeah, our mental health really connects to our being, right? Like kung sa how we connect with other people pod, like how we even connect to ourselves. And kanang for you bo, what's your relationship with your mental health these days and giunsa niya evolve over time? Because I have known you for like a year now because we have been friends, right? I've seen you grow as a person, but I want to hear more of your personal story, like how has it evolved and what's your relationship with your mental health?
I've learned a lot in my college life towards my mental health. As of now, my relationship with my mental health is more like an 8, and like the past year, I think it's more like a 5, because I've learned so much in my college life, because of my circle, my social life. Overall, it's going well, but there are some times that I feel very tired with socializing and all the things around me, and I just want to rest for like even if it's just for a while. So yeah, overall it's going great. It's going great.
And I think kanang it was very important for you to highlight you like kaning acknowledging as well nga nagi times nga kuan yun ka like you're down and you just want to cut all your communications etc. from everyone, because I know some people like our audiences would get the same feeling too, right? And then niyani mo siya kanang ang mental health is not only on the good parts of yourself but also acknowledging the worst parts of it as well.
I wouldn't say I would cut off all communications to my friends.
Sinakuara to.
Yeah, pero if I were in my moments na I feel down, I just want them to be there. Wala lang, nara sila sa side of my room, sa circle. Just let them be, and I want them to let me be, so that I can, connect, like calm down, because sometimes strike akong anxiety. So I just want them to be there, and I just appreciate man pud nako na naabot sila, so that I won't feel alone and lonely. So,
yeah, and I think it's very good to kanang mention that, because most of the time we don't, or like we would prefer for our friends, our loved ones to listen to us and just to be there to hold our hand, figuratively or like directly good. And it doesn't have to be in words or in actions, they just have to like stay there right?
Yeah, very very much good because there was one time I was very down of what happened. Then I came over to my friend's house because mag-gym
Gym, yeah.
and paggawas yun niya burst out yun akong tears. And then what he did is like hug lang ko niya, and that was like the moment yun na vulnerable nagiging ko ato, and nagawas yun ako tanan akong tears nga na. So it was really like a very appreciative moment din sa kuha. Yeah.
Oh my God, hilakon ko sa story. Very rare kay ko maka-hear og stories anang kanang men like you who are like very strong and big, and then meeting up with other friends as well, and kaning being vulnerable ba, like what you did, pag-abot lang nimo nihilak ka, and then you embrace each other kay unda mag-gym ra unta, because most of the time, right, I also have this friend nga kaning what he did after when he was really down, ga-gym siya for like pila ka months because mo yung way nga pagpagawas, which is good because another outlet na siya nga para ma-release imong tanan energy. And it's also good na kaning to connect with people po when you want to be vulnerable. And I think that's something nga ato pong gina highlight because men have feelings too, right?
Yeah, of course, men have feelings too. But it's kind of sad lang pag kaya dili kay nila maka-express kay what the society sees men kay marag kuan na bitaw, marag strong sila na, pero on what they don't see in us men is that we're very fragile man pod.
Yeah.
Medyo kuan gid ang lisod lang gyud na kay dili mi maka-confront basta-basta, pero yeah, mo po ang sad part po.
And I want to commend you because nakakadri ka ron sa among Kamusta Couch and really opening up about it. Because as what you've said nga, it's really hard for men to really express their feelings because kaning mo gina-expect sa society, strong sila, right? Kay at the end, ang men may mag-carry sa family, and all of that. But kanan, you're really brave, and I think for the past year you have always been one of those people I know nga open pud kayo pud ana.
Yeah, I've tried to learn about how to open myself to like the people I trust and I care about, because what I experienced sa una, wala pa ko ka-learn about anong mental health. I never knew about mental health. It was already in me. I was already like frustrated, dali lagi mo masuko, dali lagi ko maoy I didn't know that time. I was like around 14, 15. Makabantay ko nga every time nga na I situations na dili mo go man sa akong way, dali lagi ko masuko, dali lagi mo maoy, and whenever I want to talk to someone about it, kay marami tag di sila makasabot, especially my parents. I've tried opening up to them, but they just wouldn't get it. And it's kind of sad that it really is what it is. Pero as much as time has passed nga kuan, I've decided to open up to the people nga like somehow maka-understand po dito sa situation nga na. So maro po na
how do you balance that, Bo, like the society's expectations and your kining mental health bitaw, your self acceptance, your personal na growth? Because as what you have said nga kaning there are times nga gusto ka mag-share but you know, no one, or like some people would get it and some would not. How do you balance all that?
One thing that I would do regarding to that situation is that dili ko maminaw sa ilang opinion. I would just focus on the things that might benefit me. Like my friends mag-comfort sa kuha nga na kay kung mag-focus ko sa like sa society nga na wala mo kay madawat except pain lang or suffering. So dili kay na i-mind sa ilang opinions. Instead I should focus on what benefits me.
Yeah, mupod gid na ang gusto na ko i-highlight from what you said, no? Focusing on the things that we can control when it comes to the expectation of others and our expectation of ourselves. Like knowing the things that will benefit you and knowing the things that will not, and concentrating on those things that kaning mo kuan sa imo ha, like maka-benefit sa imo ha. And it's really good to hear that from you pod. Kay kaning makita nimo ang growth from that ba. And aside from all of that, Bo, while you manage everything, what takes up most of your time these days? Aside from the travel and the vacation, what do you usually do these days?
Usually I would just distract myself using my phone, or would just play basketball. Because playing basketball or using my phone is what distracts me from the cruelty with the cruel reality that I'm in. But yeah, it really is somewhat comfortable feeling that I have basketball to distract me from everything.
And kanang, as what you've said, na kanang you turn to basketball or you turn to your phone whenever you want to like kaning express what you feel. What I know that there are some challenges to that as well. And how do you manage all that? Like kaning unsay mong gina face na challenges in maintaining a good mental health when you are in or out of basketball or when you're in or out of social media?
If I were to
how do you maintain a good mental health? For example, yes, basketball is like a release for you, but we know that there are challenges to that as well, right? Like managing the toxicity dito sa team, or even sa game mismo, or even managing the toxicity sa social media. How do you still manage to kanang get all the things that you want to get from that, and ginaunsa nimo og manage tong mga things nga di mo makontrol?
Ako ron gina-focus ako sa atong ganyan positivity lang gyud. Kay like you've said nga dili na mo control what's outside of me. So ato ingon na ako myself, sige lang, just calm down, do your thing, and let be yourself too when it comes to things like this.
And kaning, how do you, I know that like you've been to a lot of like pageants and even ga-judge ka of pageants. And even sa basketball, there are criticisms inside of that, right? Because kaning you're quite well known to school and even outside of school. How do you manage the criticisms kaning sa pag ma-receive na nimo?
I just listen to what they say, and if it hurts me, then sige, basin na ko mag-learn ani na. But when it comes to like nonsense things, just paagi ra sa pikas Tugon. Kay unsa lagar point.
Oo, lagi tinuod.
And ato, if there are things nga na ako'y kulang and na bantay nila, I'll just accept what they said and learn from it.
Yeah, it's a learning opportunity, right? The criticisms you receive and even the praises that you receive, like, oh yeah, you point out nila that I am really tall, dark, and handsome, and that's really good for me. And that's an opportunity to like promote po imong kagalingon and to boost your self-confidence, as the same as receiving criticisms nga, oh, they said nga niani ko, so this is something that I will work on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, daghan kay kanang. So, for me to go ba ni Biboo, and daghan gid kayo comments like, tall, dark, and handsome. Even as the Mr. Cast 2022, mo gid ang highlights iya gid, like most of the judges would like be in awe and just say, tsada gid kayang physique, right? And that's something nga kanang makapa-better pud sa imong mood, right? Whenever you hear it.
Yeah, it flatters me, pero I just want to be humble lang po. I don't want to like boost my ego or something. Okay, if overconfident ang good ko kay maglahi na lang makita sa kuha po. So I just if it flatters me, pero I just want to be humble lang po.
Yeah, you're really a kind person. Kind nga person si Biboo. And very gentle as well. So karon bo nga kaning gaka-invite na ka sa daghan nga kanang pageants, whether mo appeal ka as a candidate or whether mo appeal ka as judge or even sa imong basketball kaning, and even sa imong personal relationships as well. It doesn't have to be like the things that kaning would resemble you now. How do you feel about your life karon?
As of now, I'm still exploring who I am again. Okay, I'm still young. I'm still 19 years old. I just want to be in the journey. I can truly find myself. But as of now, kulang pagid kaya ang nasa akong life gid, because for me, I've wasted so much opportunities and time kay malagay kay tungod sa lack of self-confidence nga. So yeah, I'm still on the journey to like find myself, because I'm still finding out man pod nga who I really am.
Yeah. And I think that's kaning very important as well. And I want to highlight nga, yes, daghan kay missed opportunities when we were younger, but you're still 19 and there's so much more opportunities to come, like mag 20 pa ka, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, like so on and so forth. And kining the most important thing right now is you acknowledging that there are many opportunities for you to get back and building yourself, exploring yourself nga exploring yourself nga daghan pa ka ma-learn and mo-grow pa ka. So tingog lang ang generator sa Pikas sa Pikas building. So if you ever hear like anything kanang similar to that, pasensyahin na kayo. Thank you audience for understanding. Philippines is super candid, especially here in Valencia.
About what you said about Tanganiha. What I usually do is like focus on the present. Because if I were to like focus on the past, it would just give me depression or sadness. And if I were to focus on the future, it would just give me anxieties.
Yeah.
Kaya basin mag-una-una na taon siya, mahitabo niya. So, yeah, kung ginabutang agad sa akong self is just focus on the present, because yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, And today is a gift. That's why it's called a present.
Today is a gift, everyone. Oh, today kaya to. I always hear that kaning quote every time, like I most of the time I talk to people, but kaning it's very different coming from you who has been through a lot and who's really kanang ginalook up with sa tanan. Yeah, let's not deny that. Yeah, you have influence over the people, especially that you know, and they have influence on you too. Yeah. Aside from like focusing on like today, the present, are there any other things that you want to impart sa ato ang audience today?
What can I say? Just be yourself and surround yourself with the people that you fully trust, but don't fully trust yet. Just trusted enough.
Trusted enough.
And live life to the fullest yun. Kay we don't know how long we'll be here on this earth. And yeah, just live life and just explore the things that you want to explore and discover things that you haven't found.
Yeah, that's the thing nga kanang pinaka-highlight pod. I would like to highlight what you said nga finding the right people to trust. Yes, you can be friends with other people, but it's important to know the right people nga imuhang sandigan when you're not okay, to celebrate your victories, and to be your safe space. Like to share your safe space with them, and them sharing their safe space with you. Yes.
It's always an opportunity for other people to be a safe space for them.
Yeah.
Because you don't know what they're going through, and maybe they needed to like open themselves to us, so that they won't like suffer anymore. So yeah, it's really an opportunity to be a safe space for other people.
And you being here is actually the bravest thing na mag-consider nako as being a safe space for others, because there are many kaning young like boys and even your age or even older than you who will see this podcast and will say, oh, this man is showing us how to be vulnerable and I should be like him. Right? This is super brave for you to be here. I think we already said that inside and outside of this podcast karon. And with that, Bo, what's the general feeling of you sitting there karon?
For me, it's like a opportunity, because I just want to like make a name for myself. I want to make an impact on this world.
Yeah.
Because it wouldn't really matter if I didn't have anything to like make a name for myself. And yeah, it's really an opportunity, and I'm very glad that I get to be in this opportunity.
Yeah. Thank you, Bo. Yeah, like making real impact for the community that especially here in Valencia and even beyond Bukidnon na makahear ani nga podcast gyud. So with that, we have talked about so many things, focusing on ourselves. Today is a gift, etc. And it's important to process all that, right? And we want to invite you to our safe space Facebook page called Mindanaoan Safe Space Confessions. If you want to hear more about this, like handling the anxieties of talking to people or focusing on the things that you can control and what you cannot control, you can join there. We will put a link below for you to kanang join the Facebook page and really catch Biboo there. He will be there sa ato ang Facebook page, inside or outside the podcast, and really being that safe space and being that brave person that he is now in making real impact sa community nato, which is the Mindanaoan Safe Space Group Confessions. and even sa whole Bukidnon who will hear this podcast. So, Bo, thank you kayo for your time,
Thank you for
Karon, and thank you for this opportunity to sit down with you and to talk to you about kanang your life. And thank you for sharing the untold stories that you have sa Amoa.
I'm very glad that I got to be here. And thank you for inviting me. It's really this is my first time.
Oh.
So like medyo kabado pa ko pero once I found out na ikaw man akong sorry
host,
so,
yeah.
Host.
Okay.
Like na gaan akong kuan ka mo.
Nigaan po akong paminaw ron. And from your 1 a.m. pag yun na ko nga travel nga pag-abot pa lang nimo. So really, thank you for this opportunity.
I wouldn't miss this opportunity.
Yes, thank you so much, Bo. And I think that ends our episode for our podcast. So, any last words you want to say?
Be yourself, guys. Just kana lang gid. Be yourself and live life. Kana lang.
Alright, so thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like this podcast. And if you want more details and more data and more information, you can always visit Halad to Health Philippines on our Facebook page and Halad to Health Philippines on our Instagram and even in our YouTube channels. And with that, this is Charity Banda.
And I am Biboo Waper.
Your safe space.